My girlfriend has group chat where the only theme is roasting the guys that they hooked up or we're dating. It's all very explicit and detailed. I'm shocked of what my girlfriend writes in there. I met this girl I'll call Katie at a school event about a year ago, and we really clicked and soon made things official. She is 23 and I am 27, and I understand that I saw things partly through rose-colored glasses, but I really like this girl to the point that I started thinking she might be the one. We just matched well on every level, have similar hobbies, but importantly, I thought she was a really good and kind person. Now, something happened that really made me reevaluate things. We were sitting in bed and she was texting and laughing about something. I glanced at the phone and saw the Tinder profile of a guy, which made me think, what the F? When she went to take a shower, I am not super proud of this. I admit I snooped given what I thought I saw and checked her phone. When her phone opened up, it turns out that she wasn't on Tinder, but rather on a group chat with some friends, and the Tinder pic was a screenshot. Of course, that was a relief, but the rest of the context was just as bad in some ways. The group chat was basically a one-topic channel, where the theme was roasting the guys they hooked up with or were dating, and it was very explicit, talking about specific guys, together with their pics and joking about their inadequacy in bed, or even how ill-endowed they were. As far as I scrolled, I wasn't featured on there, but I saw Katie herself write really mean comments, like this example of a guy her friend was with who got emotional during sex, basically calling him a pathetic loser. I was just shocked to read those comments, because it seemed so out of character for her. When she got back in the room, I fessed up to the snooping and confronted her. Surprisingly, she wasn't really mad, but she also wasn't remorseful in the least. She said the chat was with her closest friends and they always talked about everything. I told her I thought it was really F up to talk this way about other people, especially since it wasn't just randoms. I recognized a few mutual friends discussed on there in an explicit way, and I am sure they didn't consent to that information being discussed. But again, she got really defensive, said those were her closest friends and what they talk about is their business. I asked her if she talked about us as well, and she refused to answer. The conversation kind of tapered off at that point since we both realized we were too emotional and not getting anywhere, but I still feel very uncomfortable with the situation. I am afraid to be overreacting, but I am very seriously thinking about ending the relationship. I can't believe I am dating someone who thinks it's okay to treat other people this way and join in the public humiliation of people who did nothing wrong. But I would like some outside perspective from others if they've been in any kind of similar situation and/or if they think I am blowing this out of proportion. Best comments. I asked her if she talked about us as well, and she refused to answer. She refused to answer. That means yes, I would press her on that. But that's me. Bingo. Smartest move could have done is search for his name in the convo. Who knows what kind of shit they've been talking on him. Honestly, if this is something that ruins the attraction to her, leave her. You know what she's like when you're not around for the convos now. Yeah, it really does. It really changed how I see her. To be honest, it's just kind of a mind-blowing, because I can't really reconcile what I thought I knew about her and this behavior. It's not just her either. I also know some of her friends on that group chat, and I also thought before that they seemed like nice, normal girls. The weird part is that she made it look like this kind of talk was so normal, like she was surprised that I was so put off by it. Now I wonder if it may be more common to people to vent like this private with friends, but I still find it hard to accept. Like, if a guy friend told our friend group about a girl he hooked up with and started making fun of her private parts, I would be super creeped out and think the guy is an asshole for violating the girl's privacy like that. A girl here, and I must say most girls I've been friends with talk like this. The older the women gets, the less they do. If that helps. Update, 18 days after the first post. This all actually happened a few days after my original post, but things have been pretty hectic since then, but I wanted to write a quick update since I got some useful advice in the first thread. The best advice was to insist on seeing the chat one last time to see if she had written anything about me. She initially said no, because it also has private information about her friends, etc. But I basically said if she doesn't let me see the text, it's over, and she reluctantly agreed, but told me to keep in mind that this was a year ago and how much we grew as a couple since then. I scrolled to the period when we started dating, and yes, sure enough, I was in the texts. It actually made me feel really weird reading other people talking about me. Right around the time we first slept together, someone asked her if I was better than some guy, apparently a former friend with benefits. Without missing a beat, she fires back, no, that it was kind of disappointing because I was nervous and had some performance anxiety, and then actually went into detail about what we did. She knew I was feeling anxious since I hadn't been with anyone in a while after a bad breakup, and she was supporting in person, so it felt extra shitty that behind my back she was complaining about me. A friend of hers even mocked me and she said nothing. Katie saw the look on my face and tried to tell me again that we grew so much and things became really good when we got comfortable with each other and connected. She even showed me a text where she said that to her friends. But honestly, at that point, I was already done. I asked her to move out, and after a bit of drama and nasty words, she moved her stuff to her mother's place. As others said, I have no doubt they are not talking shit about me together, but honestly, I could not care less what those pieces of shit are chattering about. I just never want to see any of them ever again.